An underground movement was exploding in the streets in the late 90s in aggressive inline skating, and no film captured the raw spirit of that culture better than It's All Good, a 1998 documentary that chronicled a heated rivalry between two of the sport's most influential crews. FR, a smaller grassroots style brand based out of New York and representing for the East Coast, and Senate, who was an industry giant based out of California and strongly represented by the West Coast. Narrated by none other than Chris Edwards, also known as the godfather of aggressive inline skating. It's All Good isn't just a documentary, it's a cultural time capsule. Directed by filmmaker and New York native David Hoffman, It's All Good wasn't produced by a big network or action sports brand. It was filmed by skaters for skaters. The idea was to follow two top-tier teams as they prepared for the 1997 ASA Championships in Florida, capturing not only their tricks, but the stories, rivalries, and personalities that made the scene electric. Unlike polished competition recaps, It's All Good followed the skaters in the streets, hotels, and back alleys, documenting every grind, bail, cigarette break, and verbal jab between rival crews. FR was New York through and through. Gritty, streetwise, and proud of it. Led by Nick Hartman, who was a former member of the rollerblade stunt team, FR was less about polished marketing and more about raw style. The team was stacked with some of the most iconic names in East Coast skating. Ryan Jacklone, Dave Ortega, Gil Vasquez, Nene and Ozzy Tejada, as well as Harry, Robert, and Jose Disla. These skaters weren't filming in pristine skate parks, they were dropping hammers on cracked sidewalks, schoolyard rails, and city ledges, often while crowded with people and vehicles. And they were doing it with charisma and confidence that oozed from every frame. On the opposite end, in the West Coast, was Senate, founded by Arlo Eisenberg, Brooke Howard-Smith, and Mark Heineken. Senate was the first skater-owned brand to really take off. Known for its DIY punk attitude and professional level execution. If FR was the underground, Senate was the future. Senate's team included skaters like Arlo Eisenberg, who by this time had gone more into the business owner mode rather than just an athlete. We also get glimpses at young skaters who ended up becoming powerhouse names in blading history, with skaters like Kevin Gillen, Randy Spicer, Dustin Latimer, and Louis Zamora. Senate wasn't just a skate team, they were building a company, a brand, and a legacy. Their style leaned toward tech-heavy tricks and competition-ready consistency. They dressed sharp, skated hard, and took the spotlight at major events like the ASA. Years later, the film remains a cult classic among skaters. YouTube comments, Reddit threads, and skate forums light up with nostalgia whenever it's mentioned. Skaters who came of age in the 90s remember it as the film that made them want to pick up blades. It captured a real cultural moment, it told a personal story, it showcased skating as an art and as a rebellion. Most of all, it showed the power of community. FR and Senate weren't just teams, they were families, philosophies, and movements. In a world obsessed with slick highlight reels, It's All Good as a reminder of what real skating looked like. Scraped knees, duct-taped skates, stolen rail sessions, and crews rolling deep. It's about freedom, expression, and yes, even rivalry. So whether you were Team FR or Team Senate, one thing's still true. It's all good. The original documentary can still be watched on YouTube, and the film's director David Hoffman has a YouTube channel where he goes a little deeper into the making of the film, so make sure you check that out as well. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe so you can stay updated on all of our content. You can also support by picking up some of our merch at bladeandcreate.com. As always, thanks for watching, go skate, and have some fun.